just landed here with Dali for a sit down for a quick chat. You are a 23-year-old professional footballer. You played for Melbourne Victory, Western United. You're a multi-six-figure entrepreneur, and now you're an athletic freedom appointment setter.
That's it. Sounds about right, man. Yeah.
Tell the people watching, how did you start appointment setting? Why did you start appointment setting?
Well, funnily enough, your ad spend must have been very high because all I was seeing on my social media was you and your
Yep.
ugly face.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
yeah, look, it was the online world of making money really intrigued me for a couple of years now. So when I saw you and your ads
Yep.
come up, I thought, you know what, let's reach out and,
Yep.
and see what it's about because it looked really intriguing. Like being a professional footballer and
Yep.
seeing all the athletes that you worked with previously,
Mm-hmm.
it was something that I thought, you know what, let's ask about and see where it goes. So reached out, we had a couple of good chats.
Yeah,
I think I was
2
an
good chats.
annoying client to close a little bit.
You're a bit annoying, but
But yeah, no, we had some good chats, and then I thought, you know what, it's something I see myself doing. So
okay.
yeah.
So you're probably not where most people are. You're 23. You've been a professional athlete for a few years since you were 19. You signed with Melbourne Victory, and now you're running like a very successful car detailing business in person.
Yeah.
Why something online?
Why something online? I think seeing this day and our generation, I don't think the general 9 to 5 or in-person business is as lucrative as maybe making money
Okay.
online. And like I said, it was something that I really was interested in.
Yeah.
Being able to be remote and work from my laptop wherever I want, it was something that I thought I could do. So another thing is, like you see, obviously everyone sees online social media drop shipping, and that's
Yeah.
what we spoke about as well
Yeah.
on our call. Drop shipping, affiliate marketing, stuff like that. It just felt a bit too good to be true,
Sure.
if
Yeah.
that makes sense. So when appointment setting came up and I actually researched it a bit, it seemed like a good foot in the door into the online world of making money.
Okay.
So I think that's why I decided to join and obviously start
Yeah.
my journey.
Like, take a step back. What is your story? Like growing up with football, with entrepreneurship, and obviously now appointment setting.
Yeah, so look, I've always played football my whole life since 5 years old. Was in all the youth academies. So I'm originally from Sydney. And then we moved to Melbourne. I was actually at Melbourne City.
You played Marconi, right?
Marconi,
I
yeah.
searched you up on YouTube. You were
yeah.
on an interview.
No way.
Yeah.
In Marconi.
Nah, you were talking about your
Yep. I remember. Yeah.
your youth.
My youth, yeah.
Youth career.
Yeah, so I was at Marconi for people in Sydney. They'll know that. Made the move over to Melbourne City Academy when I was about 17, 16.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was there. I was living in Melbourne ever since. So was at Melbourne City Academy. Was there for about a couple of years. Then I made the move to the Melbourne Victory Academy. So I'm a bit of a, shit person. But yeah, so made the move over to Victory, and I was there for about a year and a half, and then made my debut at 19. So played for Victory for approximately 4 games before I transferred over to Western.
Yeah.
So I got my first transfer.
Very nice.
Moved over to Western, signed the 2-year pro contract there.
Got a FIFA card as well.
Yeah, I got a few FIFA cards actually, few of them. Nothing over 55 rated,
I saw.
unfortunately. So, but hey, not a lot of people have FIFA
No.
cards, so very proud of that.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so I was at Western for 2 years, on a pro contract, playing football
Okay.
every day, making money from it. Kids' dreams.
Definitely, right?
Mm.
So do you think if you found this at 19, say we had a time machine, we could go back. If you were 19 years old playing professionally or looking to take a step into like the professional scene, do you wish you would have had something like this?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Why?
100%. Because it would have allowed me to focus on my football
Okay.
a lot more than I did when I was 19, 20.
What were you doing at 19 and 20?
Well, I was still working in detailing, so I was actually doing a job.
Yeah.
Even though I was on a pro contract,
Mm.
my family didn't come from money,
Sure.
so I had to make my own money.
Yeah.
And pretty much provide for myself.
Mm.
So I had to have that job on the side, even when playing professional football. So when I was doing that, I was trying to make as much money as I can because that's just me as a that's how I am as a person.
Yeah.
For me, like I want to make as much money as possible as I can
Sure.
and set myself up for the future.
Yeah.
So I was doing that, and it was just taking a toll on my performances on the field,
Mm-hmm.
and that kind of was my despise, because then my performances dropped down. Obviously, I've gone down the pecking order,
Yeah.
and I wasn't offered another pro contract.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, if I knew about this when I was 19,
Yeah.
shit, yeah, like I would have
Okay.
joined in a heartbeat, 100%.
So you would have like been able to go more all in on
Yeah.
footballing dreams.
100%. And I think that's what a lot of people don't realize, and especially in Australia, because we're not paid when you do get pro contracts. A lot of young kids will get on scholarship contracts.
We have a few of those.
Yeah, so they're not making
Yeah.
really good money. Like it's nothing to
Was like
support
80
them.
grand a year? 60?
No, less, man, less.
Less?
Yeah. Scholarship
Yeah.
scholarship contracts for young kids.
Yeah.
You'll make about 32, 40.
Young kids, how young are you talking?
So 17, 18.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not enough to do much.
No, of course not. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
that's not enough to provide for you. You still gotta,
Yeah.
like, you've still gotta rely on your family quite a bit.
Or work a shitty job.
Oh yeah, exactly. Work a shitty job that hurts your back. You
Yeah.
probably know.
Poof,
Um,
don't get me started.
hurts your back. You're tired. You got to
Yeah.
go to training.
Uh-huh.
It's just not ideal. So, yeah, definitely. I think this appointment setting just makes it able to go all in football and actually try and accomplish your dreams.
For sure. If that's your dream, but it's not everyone's.
Of course,
right?
no, 100%.
Not everyone wants to play in the Premier League. A lot of people do, athletes that I speak to, whether it's football or another sport.
Yep.
What about the people that want to build skills, build something tangible, build a business, entrepreneurship down the line, or kind of just do something where they're building their future life instead of a job?
That's another reason I joined. So, as you know, I've got my own business on the side. The sales aspect. So I'm doing sales, and I'm trying to get the leads in and trying to close them. So appointment setting actually helps in that. So I can take my skills from appointment setting and actually put that towards my business when I'm trying to close those sales to get the car in for a job.
Yeah.
So it works hand in hand, and the other way around. So my stuff in business actually helped me be a kind of a little bit more advanced in appointment setting.
100%.
So it works hand in hand. So I don't think there's a negative into doing what we're doing.
Yeah. Okay. So has any of my sales training in the modules, did they help you sell more wraps or any upsells or make you more money at all?
Of course, 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was all knowledge. Like I understood quite a bit of it.
Yeah.
But from a successful entrepreneur and someone that closes on a daily basis,
Sure.
I definitely learned a lot of stuff in those modules that actually helped me close a few more sales down the track. 100%. Yeah.
So I'm pretty lucky to be sitting here with you because you're a pretty busy guy, right?
Yes.
You flew out here to Sydney, 2 days notice?
Yeah, literally, man. So we spoke over chat.
Yep.
Took about 15 minutes for me to
book a
my flight. So it was it actually worked out quite well. But any other day, I don't think I could have actually come out here. So
that's good. Good aligned.
Yeah.
But you got a lot on your plate. You got football. You got your business. You got a fiance. You got a lot of shit in your life. But you still started appointment setting, and you're still crushing it now, right? With a big company, with a lot of leads, with 1 million followers on Instagram. You found the time. What do you think about people that they convince themselves that they don't have the time to work towards their dreams or making a change like in their life? Like, do you agree with that?
No, I think you find time for what's important, right? I think firstly, you've got to figure out what you want to do and what direction you want to go in.
Yeah.
So for some people, you even said earlier, some people don't want to play in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Maybe some people are just business minded and they want to make as much money as possible.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you put that time instead of sitting on the couch and watching Netflix?
Sure.
You're on your phone anyway.
Yeah.
So why can't you just go a couple of hours on your phone, send a few messages, and you're going to make 10K a month? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and that works as well with you putting less stress on your body for your football aspirations. So like I said before, I don't think there's a negative into putting the time into something that you find important. If appointment setting is important to you, I think you've got to find that time. Wake up an hour earlier.
Yeah.
Wake up an hour and a half earlier. Fix your day up. Do what you need to do. go to the gym, and then that time that you're doing nothing, sitting on the couch or playing PlayStation, bro, just get on your phone, get on your laptop,
Yeah.
make some money.
For sure.
So,
yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I think most people, they want to make money online. They want this goal, but most people don't do it. Where do you think most people go wrong?
maybe they're skeptical.
Okay, so
I don't know.
like,
I can't speak for myself, but
you're a bit skeptical.
I was, yeah.
Naturally, but that's normal, right? Because there's a lot of bullshit out there online.
Yeah, 100%. Well, yeah, exactly.
Sure. So you think skepticism, fear, doubt holds people back from doing something?
I think another thing, and this is what I wanted to speak to you about, is we're a new generation, right? So, and I think I can speak for a lot of people that the advice we get from older people is a lot different to what we should be doing in this day and age.
Yeah.
So I was always told by my parents and people around me, my parents' friends, whatever,
Yeah.
buy a house, get a mortgage,
Yeah.
start a family, which that's fine, I'm going to do. But the whole traditional side of investing into a house and stuff like that, making money,
work till you're 60.
Yeah, work till you're 60, you know, 9 to 5, stable job.
Yeah. Uni's fine.
Exactly.
Depends what you want to do. But...
Exactly, 100%. Well, it's like you said, depends what you want to do with your life. But
Mhm.
I think it's a bit outdated.
Mhm.
I think there's a lot more ways to make that money instead of doing a traditional 9 to 5. And I think you've got to really look at yourself in the mirror and really think what you want to do. So do you want to take that risk into investing into coaching, into something that is going to potentially, not definitely, potentially, maybe make you a ton of money?
Yes.
Or are you going to be scared? Are you going to be skeptical and say, oh, you know what? I'd rather put that X amount of money into FIFA or video games.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, that's like human nature. When you look at psychology, people make a change, say a change in their life, take a step towards something, when the pain of staying in the same spot is worse than risking something or making a change. Yeah. Because naturally we don't want to change. It's like, how unhappy are you with your current situation? I didn't stop playing FIFA until I had to work a job for $15 an hour. Yeah. That's when I made that change, but not before then. Yeah. Right. So it's subjective how bad you think your situation is. But if you know there's 19-year-olds, 18-year-olds making 15, 20 grand a month from their phones, and you're 22 making 6K a month, which is like, that's fine to most people. But if you see what's possible, that seems pretty shit. And that's probably when you're going to make that change.
You're right. 100% right.
Right. So... You have to like become aware of what's possible, realize what you're missing out on, what you're losing every month, say not doing something online, whether it's sales, whether it's drop shipping or whatever it is.
Yeah, but whatever it is, I think it's just taking that risk and actually believing in yourself. Yeah. Like, if 100%. You don't believe in yourself and you're not going to take that risk, you can only stay at a certain point.
Success doesn't come if you don't do anything new.
100%. I totally agree with that. So
it's like you can complain about your situation, do nothing and keep complaining.
Exactly.
Or you can just like commit to something and just fucking do it. And the only way it doesn't work is if you don't fully take the step into it.
Exactly, 100%. And I think that goes back to finding time. Yeah. If you really wanted to make it work, find time. Yeah. You got 24 hours in a day. Instead of getting 8 hours of sleep, get 7 hours of sleep. Yeah. Make it work. Yeah. Like, I think it's just taking that risk and really believing in yourself, like I said. Because there's so many possibilities in the online world, man. And it's not something that I wanted to miss out on. So
you're here now.
That's it.
Okay. So you mentioned you looked into you saw all this shit, dropshipping, crypto, affiliate marketing.
Well, that's what you see on the social medias, right?
Okay. So why specifically appointment setting as a business model? Yeah. Like why sales?
Well, it's not something that you actually have to create a company or a business. Okay. You get paid as much as you work. Yep. So if you're only working half an hour, you're only going to get paid for half an hour. Yeah. If you're sending 50 messages, you're only going to get paid for 50, etc. So that was another thing that really like intrigued me, that I didn't actually have to take all of that stress of owning a company and running a business.
Sure, it's not as fun as people think.
Oh, I can imagine. So that was the thing that really like was like, okay, there's not much risk into it. If you really think about it.
Well, that's the difference. There, there's a risk with dropshipping because what if the ads don't work? What if the product doesn't sell? What if the store doesn't convert?
Yeah.
All these things. You're running an entire company. There's so many variables. You have to master 20 different skills: marketing, fulfillment,
Of course.
all of these things. Appointment setting is one skill. The only thing you need to do to make a lot of money doing it is learn how to send messages
Yeah,
and then get a company to hire you.
that's it.
And we obviously give you both. So really, the only thing someone is missing from making 5, 10 grand a month, whatever it is kind of just like taking a step to learn the skill.
Yeah, and I totally agree, man.
Mhm.
It's a skill that and another thing as well is it's not a thing that it's a niche product. You can take what you learn
Yeah.
into so many things in life if you don't
Yeah.
succeed in appointment setting.
Yeah.
Because your modules,
Yeah.
you're teaching how to sell.
Yeah.
You're teaching how to close. You're teaching all of these things that people can take
Yeah.
into other aspects of life, which is so good. And it was really a game changer.
Yeah.
100%.
Because sales is communication. Every transaction in the world is a sale,
Of course.
whether it's financial or relationship, whatever it is, it's interaction, right? So whether you're selling your manager on why you should get a new contract, or
That's it.
your girlfriend why you should go to dinner at this place.
Yeah. I'll get you.
From when you start until when you're 90 years old, you're always going to be selling yourself or selling something.
Yeah. And that goes back to what I said about my business.
Mhm.
Like the stuff that I took in the modules,
Yeah.
I've taken into my business.
Yeah.
So that just says you can take it into so many things of life that there's really no negative. I honestly cannot find that, and that's why I joined. Like I could not find a negative.
You were looking for one.
I was looking for one, bro. I was really looking for one, and you know I
bro.
was, but I could not.
Yeah.
And speaking to so many people, like speaking to my fiance, and speaking to friends that have a little bit of experience in sales, I literally said to them, like, I'm trying to find the negative in it.
Yeah.
I can't.
Mhm.
So like, what am I doubting myself about? It's taking that risk, believing in myself.
Yeah.
Which is what I did.
Sure.
And here we are.
Yeah, exactly right. So we have a guarantee as well. Anyone that joins, if they make a good fit, if we have full belief and conviction in them, we guarantee them a job with the company.
Yeah.
So we guarantee them the outcome, which means the only way this doesn't work for someone is if once they get in this company with the skills we've given them, they don't show up. Right. And I don't even want to work with someone who isn't confident they would show up.
Well, why would you?
Right. So then it's like, if everyone we get in the program, we guarantee the outcome. If we don't get them there, we give them the investment back. What is the risk?
Well, there is no risk.
Well, it's like your time. Worst case, you got your money back.
That's it, yeah.
But we just coached you for free.
That's it. So I don't get what the risk is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you're not willing to show up, there's a risk there.
Of course.
But it's like, why do you have a dream for something more if you're not willing to work towards it anyway?
Well, some people just have to take a look in the mirror and really figure out what they want in life. You've got the support of obviously yourself.
Yeah.
Henry, Titus.
The group.
Yeah. Like, bro, it's as easy as just sending a message saying, hey, not sure what to do with this X, Y, Z. And you're going to get a reply from, 150 members now?
Yes, probably like 20 comments.
There you go. So from like-minded people that are in the exact same position as you.
Yes.
So there is every single support that you need to make it and succeed. It's just about if you're willing to do it.
Sure. I mean, I think that's where most people go wrong. They don't have the belief in themselves. So it's like, it's not a problem with the program. It's not a problem with the opportunity. It's like they have this doubt within themselves whether they can make this change.
And that's completely fine. I was the exact same before I joined.
Yeah.
You see online stuff, you get a little bit skeptical. So I get where people are coming from because I was one of them as well. But I can honestly, and I'm not even just saying this, I can honestly sit here and say it was a great decision, and I'm really happy
Okay.
that I joined. So
good, right? But you're 23. You played football professionally, multi-six-figure entrepreneur, and you had doubt. So you could imagine that these 19, 20, 21, 22-year-old guys, I would assume they would have more doubt.
You're probably right, yeah.
What would you say to those people that say they're doubtful whether they can really succeed with this, whether they would be successful as well?
Take 1 hour on a Sunday night and really just map out what your life looks like, what you're doing on a day-to-day, and then what your dream life looks like.
Yeah.
how far you are from that,
Yeah.
and see if what you guys are doing are going to
Mhm.
help you do that
Mm.
and get to that point.
Mm.
That's all I could say, really. Like, it's like you said, it's not about the program or anything like that. It's about the person.
Yeah.
So I think just believing in yourself, man, and if it's something that you really want to do, just take that risk.
Yeah.
Just take the risk.
I mean, that's very good advice. Like removing the emotion out of the situation, whether you have doubt, you're
Of course.
excited, fear, whatever it is, just map it out on a piece of paper, positive, negatives, where you want to go. Is this aligned with your goals?
Exactly.
And if it is, move the fear aside, act with courage anyway, and just do it.
That's it. Yeah.
That's good advice. Okay. Do you think, as cliche as this sounds, get ready for it.
Okay.
It's not that cliche.
Okay.
Do you think that the program offers like a truly transformational, life-changing opportunity to people if they are ready to go all in and they really like take it full stride?
Yes. Only if you're ready to go all in, though.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to do it half-assed, don't do it at all.
Mm.
Because it ties back to what we said before. It gives you the sales and the communication skills that you can take into other things in life.
Yeah.
So if you don't say, if you're doing this for a couple of years and it doesn't work out for whatever reason, you're going to take what you learned in those couple of years into whatever else you're doing in life.
Yeah.
So there's no negatives.
Yeah.
Like there's no negatives. Like you're taking it might not be life changing.
Yeah.
To someone, but it might be life changing to someone else.
Yeah.
They might join for 3 years, and what they learned with you guys, they're going to take into something else and really succeed in that.
Sure.
Or you're going to have a guy making 20K a month, 30K a month, which you have.
Yes.
That's life changing, bro.
Yeah.
So
here's the thing: it might not be completely life changing instantly, but you look at two paths. You keep doing what you're doing, or you take a step to the side. You learn sales. You level up your skill set. That skill set is going to compound.
Of course.
Over 1 year, you can make 10K a month doing it, whatever it is. But it's going to compound. 40 years down the line, your life is going to look completely different.
Yeah.
If you had gotten into sales, if you'd gotten better at communication, if you've taken a step outside of like the traditional path.
Of course. I 100% agree, man.
Mm-hmm. So even like when you think about it, you do something, you take a step into something like coaching, like mentorship. The lesson you learn is always worth the price.
Of course. 100%.
Whether you get the outcome or you just learn something from it, you learned the lesson.
Yeah.
Like I've spent probably $100,000 in the last 6 months on coaching. It doesn't always work out, right? But it's like I spent 25 grand on one call with a guy. I haven't really messaged him back since I started, to be honest with you, because it was a bit bad when I got in.
Yeah.
But I learned from that certain things. They taught me some things that helped me.
Yeah.
They helped me get better results for my clients.
Yeah.
So whatever outcome you get, it's going to be like worth the lesson, and you're never going to regret taking this step. The only thing you could regret is like seeing other people in your position live your dream life, going where you want to go, and you're just watching by.
There's a quote that I saw on social media actually a couple of weeks ago, and it really like got me. It was it's not the failure that gets you, it's the what if. So when you're laying in bed a couple of years down the line, you didn't take that opportunity, you didn't take that risk. It's not it's a failure. It's about what if. What if I did that? What if I took that risk? What if I took that opportunity? What would I be now?
Say it one more time.
So it's not the failure that gets you, it's the what if.
Dalibor Markovic.
That's the one.
Trademark that.
Sign it.
Done. That's good. And I agree, because like failure is feedback.
Yeah.
As an athlete, you have to understand you're going to have a shit game to get better. You're going to do a shit cross to understand you should run down the line.
Yeah.
Like failure, like you need failure to be successful. You need feedback to be successful. And you're never going to regret going through that. But you're right. It is like, what if you don't take the first step?
Yeah, that's the thing that gets you, man. It's the what if.
Yeah.
And I'll be brutally honest, that's what I feel with my football career. It's the what if. Like, imagine if I was, like making X amount of money in the Premier League, because that's my goal, that's my dream. So it's the what if.
Same.
There you go. So it's the what if that kills you. It's not the failure that I actually failed. It's the what if.
Yeah, I agree. I still think if I didn't go this appointment setting right, I don't think I'd be in the Premier League. I would be in the Swedish top division.
Yep.
Playing left back.
You're left back as well?
Yeah,
Ah,
bro.
that's it.
I was like Theo Hernandez. I scored. Bro, top scorer from left back. You
Love it.
should have seen my
I
long
love it,
shots.
bro. I love it. I love it. I love
Should
it.
have seen my long shots.
love it, I
My
love it.
defending was terrible.
Ah, bro.
Bro, I was like a left mid that just got put back.
Bruv, you're a defender first, so
No.
I just hear excuses.
That's not why they signed me.
Anyway.
So we played in a 5-back. So I just ran down the line.
Oh, okay. You're a 5-back. Yeah. You're
Yeah.
a winger. Like you're a full-back winger.
We defended in a 4-4-1-1. So I played left mid in
Oh,
defense.
well then you're fine. You're not a
Yeah.
traditional left back.
Nah, bro.
Okay, well then fair enough then.
Put the ball on my left foot. If it's close to halfway or like it's going in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't test me though, because
Alright,
we don't have time to play football today.
all right. We'll have to be next time. It'll
Yeah.
have to be in Dubai.
There you go.
That's it,
We'll
that's
do it in
it,
Dubai
that's
if it's
it.
not too hot.
That's it.
Cool. Overall, I think you've spoken about a lot, your story, who should do this, who shouldn't. If there was one piece of advice you would give to someone that was maybe in a similar spot you were in before you joined the program, or just in general, what would you say to that person?
I think what I would say is get down a piece of paper,
Mm-hmm.
put a line in the middle,
Yep.
positives, negatives. What outweighs the other?
Mm.
What if the negatives outweigh it, then don't do it. But if you're struggling to find any negatives with it, or if you can't, like I did,
Yeah.
just do it, man. That's literally the one piece of advice that I'd give.
Great advice. Done. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.